it's not difficult to sort of imagine her in a modern world. It's just that the circumstances around it are different. Lizzie today would seem incredibly demure and polite if we didn't update her. So it's just a matter of taking that kind of essence of questioning things, of defining things, of following her own path and not caring about other people's expectations, and then what does that mean today? How do you prepare? I'd be lying if I said Lizzie's a stretch for me in any way. Like, Lizzie and I are a lot alike, and my version of Lizzie is kind of an extreme version of my personality. I'd like to think that I've gotten to the point where I'm less judgmental than Lizzie, but it's certainly something that when I was younger I had to learn. I had to learn that as well, and I look forward to Lizzie learning that.
Can't see you guys over there, so I don't know if you're wanting to talk or not. I don't know, again, it's the writers, but I think all of us probably had some sort of understanding of Pride and Prejudice before we even auditioned. I mean, it's, you know, as a woman in America that goes to school, you have to read it. And men, I'm sorry, always read it too. But we were all women, which is why I said that. We, the actresses of before you today, are all women. Hank and Bernie are men. Anyway. I don't even know what I was talking about. We all, like, we know Pride and Prejudice, but we're not doing Pride and Prejudice. We are doing the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, and that is a different animal, and that is like, I have been reading Pride and Prejudice, and it's good to have that knowledge, but we, you know, are doing our own take on it. You know, we're creating the same characters, but also different characters. I think our Jane and our Charlotte and our Lydia all act a little differently than they do in the books in some ways, and I like to think we're a little more, you know, fully, like, I'm not trying to put down Jane Austen at all. You know, we're exploring different things that you don't get to explore in the books, and that's really exciting.
Yeah, you know, Jane is struggling in her career, and that's something that I can relate to about being at the beginning of mine, and so that's an easy way to identify with the modern Jane that they've created. And then, you know, other than obviously the source material, Jane she started based on one of my best friends who is seriously that nice and just so bashful when the camera is put on her, and I kind of like that they forced me to get more comfortable with the camera, and that's been kind of fun. But yeah.
Can you repeat the question?
That's okay. I asked how you prepare for your roles, and if there were any aspects of the character that you're playing's personality that you had trouble modernizing.
In terms of modernizing Charlotte, again, you know, due credit to the producers and creators and writers, because I feel like that Charlotte is I guess, differently realized, I guess expanded upon from what we know from the other film adaptations of the novel. And, you know, Charlotte's a full struggle. I love that they've kind of adapted it within our show as she's the pragmatic one against Lizzie and her beliefs. So that's great for me to relate to. In terms of who Charlotte is, I feel like I'm actually a lot snarkier than Charlotte is. I actually like to take cues from her in being a calmer presence and not letting things kind of get to you, and just kind of taking a breath and being very Charlotte and zen about certain things.
So as far as
shooting Lydia was, I mean, it was great. We shot it all, you know, in one chunk, and it was harder because we don't have any cuts, so I had to know all the lines.
That's very impressive.
Thank you. I mean, which really isn't that weird. Like, when you do a play, you have to do the whole play in one take. Crazy. But we would get most of the way through a take, and then I would start laughing or mess up or something, so it could get frustrating. But I mean, I like that the way the show has been set up allows for different things from different characters, you know what I mean? Like, I like that Lizzie's vlog is very specifically that whereas it makes more sense for Lydia to like be out and about and bopping around with her phone with her, you know, and that gives you still the same world, but kind of through a different person's viewpoint, which is really fun.
Well, the answer to Christine's question is yes, more people will discover the video. I mean, we just did that on Thursday. Collins comes, you all here is going to watch Thursday's video. Great! And like, Collins walks in the room and goes, I've seen your video, or something like that. She says that, you know, Collins has told her. So, it's going to be more, it's going to happen.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
The question is really when, more and more people will discover. Yeah, I think that's all we get, guys.
Hi. So this is something that Bernie and Hank and I have been talking about for a while, and I'm really excited to be able to stand here today and tell you finally that I am not playing Darcy.